Hello and welcome to this KB Plus screencast. What I want to show you today is the KB Plus dashboard, which is the screen that you see when you log into the system and one that you can return to throughout your use of the system for updates and information. So I'm going to log into the KB Plus test system, and the first screen I see when I log in is my dashboard. There are two main areas to the dashboard. Just at the top here there are navigation links to other parts of the system, so to my licenses, subscriptions, etc. And then underneath I have three columns which contain different types of messages related to my use of the KB Plus system. The middle column is for announcements. There are two types of announcements. There are automated announcements, and these are created on a per package basis every 24 hours, and they summarize any changes that have occurred to that package in the last 24 hours. So those are generated overnight. And you can see here is an example, an automated announcement about Project Muse Basic Research Collection, and we can see that there's been a change to the start date of this journal within the package, so the coverage has changed, whether that's a correction or an actual change of coverage. And similarly, we would see announcements about journals added to a package or taken out of a package. So those are automated announcements created overnight for each package in the system. There are also manually created announcements that are created by the GIST Collections team and broadcast to everybody. And here's an example of that, an announcement about an upcoming update to the system and a short amount of time when the system will be unavailable. So those are the two types of announcements, and those are system-wide, so everybody sees all of those announcements, whether they have a subscription to the relevant packages or not, they still see those. The left-hand column contains to-dos. To-dos are specific messages related to institutions' subscriptions or licenses within KB+. So these only appear if there are changes on the system that relate specifically to your subscriptions or your licenses. And here, since we have a subscription to Project Muse, we can see there's a change during this time, and we need to there may be some action that we need to take. To-dos are always related to a specific kind of action that you might need to take as a result of a change to data in the system. At the bottom of the announcements and to-do column, there's a link just to view those details in a full page display, which just gives a bit more room for the display, but it's the same messages. The final column in the dashboard display is latest discussions. The latest discussions are drawn in from a third-party discussion system where we host discussions around KB Plus data. This is called Zendesk, and we can link out to the discussions from here. And if I just have a look at this one here, click on this to open it in a new window. This is a question from a user, so this is a user-generated discussion, and any user can start a discussion. They do need to log into Zendesk to do that. And the login is up in the top right here. But once you've logged in, you can create discussions, and in this case someone's asked a question: does anyone know if the title history is included in the Project Muse Basic Research Collection? So you could respond to that or discuss other issues or start new discussions. And each time a discussion is started on those discussion forums, then it will be displayed here. So the most recently created discussions will be displayed at the top of this list. As well as using it for discussion, we also post the announcements, the automated announcements, also, as well as displaying in the middle column here, also get posted to specific discussion threads that are dedicated to the package on the discussion forum. And if we have a look at one of those, then we can see that here's changes related to the Project Muse Basic Research Collection package, and we can see there's a couple of posts that have been made there. These have come automatically from the KB Plus system, and we can use this to subscribe to information about changes to packages, either by RSS, and I can do that simply by adding RSS onto the end of this URL here. So that would give me an RSS feed for this forum, and I would get all the updates. So as changes happen on the system, I would get updates in my RSS reader. Or if I log in, I have the option to subscribe to updates from this forum by email, and I can use that to get email updates on a per package basis. The advantage of this is you don't have to have a subscription to the package within KB Plus to track it. You can track any package that you're interested in, and you can do that whether you're a member of the KB Plus, whether you have a login to KB Plus or not. So you don't have to have a KB Plus user account to have a Zendesk account and interact with the discussions. So that's the KB Plus dashboard. The announcement, system-wide messages that everybody sees that relate to either changes to a package or announcements from the KB Plus team. The to-dos, which are specific to institutions and relate specifically to changes that affect institutional subscriptions or licenses, and discussion forum brought over from the Zendesk discussion fora and displayed here so you can easily link to the latest discussions. Thank you.